Hi y'all, how is everybody? Whew. Today was a busy one. I had so much to do. It's ridiculous. But at least we have clean clothes. Some days I would love to have a washer. I really would. But I like the laundromat washers because they're big enough you can shove everything into one washer. I love that idea. Love that idea. And where I go, you get free dryer. So I think that's a pretty good win. And I think it definitely is cheaper than trying to do it at home. I think. I don't know. I do love my clothesline though. And the hubs definitely is not a fan of the, he's like, everything's too stiff when people put it on clothesline. I said, hey, we've had this conversation already, that all we need is a whole lot of that Mexican fabric softener stuff. I don't know what they use in their stuff, but it's fabulous and it works really well. So anyway, we have a wonderful flea market called the Buffalo Gap Flea Market, and most of that stuff is from across the border, and it's good stuff. So anyway, all right, I wanted to show you progress on the chevron blanket that I started with the scrap cakes and everything, that was using the corner to corner crochet blocks, right? But they were doing it in a ripple-y chevron pattern. Now, my colors don't go together, nor do I care, because there's eventually going to be a buyer out there for this thing. I'm in no hurry to do this, because this is, I put it in my planner as a lifetime project, or long-term project, or however you want to word that. As I get my scraps, I'm going to do this. Well, the bigger scraps. The smaller little bitty bits, I'm doing that chain thing where you make a bulky yarn out of it. That is so cool. I'm glad I found that video. There's a video on YouTube for this too, but I can't remember what it's called. There's a whole lot of videos, different ways of doing it too. I was like, whoa, that's cool. So here it is. It's 2 blocks and then a peak, 2 blocks with a valley. So it's so easy. It is so daggum easy. It looked kind of complicated, but it's so easy. And I just put these here so that I know where my valley is. I just made these with some buttons I had and a safety pin, and just tied it to the eye of the safety pin. So yeah, super simple. Oh, and on my hands, I've already got one gone. I told my husband, I said, I've got to do something about my fingers. I need to put something over them that I can't chew through because of the anxiety. I've been chewing worse than normal, and they're getting very bloody, which isn't a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. So when we were at the Dollar General, he looked over and he said, well, this should work. They're the Kiss press-on nails. I thought, well, maybe that'll work. It said 10 days. I was like, okay, cool. They're sticky tabbed, right? And you just stick them onto your nail. I did these yesterday, took a shower, and I've already lost one. Well, I've lost both of these. So they don't stick at all. I mean, they do stick some, but they're keeping me from chewing, because when I have my nails done, I don't chew. I don't touch them. I don't bother them. I don't chew. I mean, it was so bad. It was so bad, you know. And I can't go in public with fingers that are just utterly bloody. And I know a lot of people say, you know, just paint that stuff on, that bad taste stuff or whatever. And I'm like, I chew through it. I will chew through it. So if I have something that's kind of hard on my nails, I don't chew through it. So if I can get these to last 10 days, I'm thinking to get the non-sticky tab ones and gluing them down. But I need a base to glue them to, because right now there is no base to glue them to. Maybe that's half the problem with these nails. They're just not much to stick down to. But I like these because they're flat. These nails are flat. A lot of the fake nails you get are very arched and curved. My nail beds are extremely flat. There is nothing there to them. So I'm really liking these that they're flat, and I love that. Okay, so carrying on. I love rag rugs. I love doing rag rugs. Sourcing the sheets is not an issue. It's the amount of sheets you need. And I really need my sheets to go to my quilts. So I put that idea on a back burner many years ago. Every now and then I would circle the wagons around it. And I'm like, man, there's got to be a solution. I was minding my own business, you know, hopping around on YouTube. And I can't find the video now. It's not my search history, so I don't have the information. But this lady was taking all the socks that were just random socks, leftover socks, socks that their family didn't wear anymore. They would cut the top off and the heel off and the toe off, and then cut bands to make little O's or donuts. She called them, and she would chain them together with her hand. You know, do it with her hand, and then take that chain, made a very, very, very long chain, and then start circling it around itself to make a rug, like you do kind of in rag rug making. And I said, this is genius. This is absolute genius. The only dilemma in my dilemma is my husband has socks that he wears. I'm not a sock person. I'm a barefooter. I don't really care for socks. So I may have a pair or two. And I said, okay, sourcing socks might be an issue. I could go down to the Goodwill, grab a ton of socks. I don't know how much it would cost me. I said, there's got to be a different method to this. So I got to thinking, and while I was working in my closet today, it hit me. I said, you know what? Those socks are sometimes cotton, right? Do y'all remember when I was making pot holders with cotton loops? Oh yeah, I did. I found this bag and a brand new bag. Is it going to be enough? Probably not. But it's going to get me a good start, and it's going to help me see how to go about it, because I genuinely, I know I could order more of these. And these are in muted colors, which I like that. There is much louder palettes but I'm wanting stuff that's, you know, more muted at this time, I guess. There's different colors and everything. Wool Novelty Company is who makes these. And I love their loops. And I may get some colorful ones. You know, I don't know how many it's going to take. This is a 10-ounce bag. And I'm pretty sure it's going to take more than that. I just don't know how many more. Here's a full-on bag. Now these are true cotton ones. You know, the ones that come with the looms are those polyester synthetic-y stuff. I don't like those. So these are actual cotton ones. They're cotton blend, but they're mostly cotton. So I started it on my hand. And then I realized, you know what? What if I got to put it down? What if I want to go back to crocheting for a little bit today, or cross-stitching for today? I said, I've got to figure out something. So I went on the search for, there's this thing we use on the grill that spears the meat. I can't find it. I was like, all right, don't overthink this. What else can I use? Because, I mean, I'm going to have to put it down eventually. And then it hit me. I'm weaving. I'm chaining these together. Why not use a loom? Yeah, folks. Yeah. So I got out the newborn loom, and I'm only using what, 4 pegs on it, because I was using these fingers through here, because you don't put anything on this finger. You stretch it across. Let me just show you. And this is what I've got so far. This is gonna be a fantastic rug, right? And so what you do, don't come off, is you start rolling it on itself, right? And that's how you're gonna make your rug. Excuse me. Now, the couple of videos I've seen, and I'm not sure how well that was gonna hold up. I mean, we use it in quilting, so maybe, but they used hand quilting, sewing thread, and a needle. Rugs take an immense amount of usage, so I don't know how well that's going to work. But I did see one that used cotton crochet thread. And I'm like, that's definitely going to be the option on that deal. Use like a blunt needle maybe, or a needle with just a little bit of bite, so it'll kind of catch all of the fibers. But cotton holds up so beautiful. And just take small strands and do a section at a time, so that way if things were to go south and that rug would come apart, the whole rug wouldn't come apart. It would be able to be fixed. So I just put it on a newborn hat loom, right? This is flipping genius. And you're thinking, oh, that's gonna be bulky and that's gonna be hard to step on. In reality, it's not. It's got some tension issues here, you know, where it's gotten to, because I was learning how to do this, so I didn't have in full force exactly what I was doing. So it's got some in the middle. I mean, it's got some right here and there, but it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is This is going to be really good. This is going to be good. I love to be able to reuse stuff. And I love to handcraft stuff. And I think, you know, this would be cool to do. It's going to take months to get one done because I'm doing so many different crafts. I know. Settle down, focus on one or two. I get that. But you know, I'm in no hurry for this guy. My crochet project here. I'm not in a hurry for that one. I'm doing some cross stitching. And I'm working on a quilt. But other than that, you know, this is just mindless stuff. I might could even throw it in a bag and take it with me to doctor's appointments. You know, it's something that's going to take time. And I want it to take time. And I don't think I would take commissions on it. And I'm not doing this to make money. Let me phrase that away. But I would love to be able to make them and have them to raise money for other people. Does that make sense? Like we're always raising money for something or somebody at the church, you know, or events around me. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people needing money for different things around town. And it would be cool to be like, hey, I have this. You can raise the money using this. You know, I just want to help others. I just, this town is ate up with homelessness and just drug use. And it's horrible. It is utterly horrible. It's heartbreaking. And the child touchers run free, the murderers run free. But if you walk across the street at the wrong point, or you walk the wrong way on a sidewalk, you get arrested. I crap you not. I crap you not. I'm on the Look Who Got Busted Today page. And it shows who got arrested, their mugshot, and what they got arrested for. And if you talk to anybody that's been in Abilene for long enough, they'll back this up. That a lot of the serious offenses, there's people that on there that got busted for their 7th DWI. I saw that today. It's sad. It's so sad. But half of these trumped up charges, I think, are to get people off the street. And that I understand, you know, lets them get a shower, get a hot meal, da-da-da-da-da. But I think if you're out there harming children, if you're out there killing people, I think you should go to jail and prison and special places wherever those people go. And not just being let loose. It's devastation, utter devastation. So, anyway, that's all I've got for y'all today. And we did get some setback news that the donation we got to cover my husband's surgery for the cancer. We thought that was going to be enough. Well, his company got bought out. A new company came in. They changed the insurance. And the money that was given to him for the co-payment is not anywhere close to the amount that he has to have now. And it's heartbreaking to see your spouse go through cancer and so close to a surgery that insurance companies are in it for them. You know, he called surgery services and he called to see if he could work out a payment plan using that donation towards that. And they're like, no, we can take it, but you're still going to have to come up with this amount of money before your surgery. I'm like, wow, this is utter crap. So, we put that donation into the savings account until we can figure out what the donator wants us to do with it. Do they want us to hold on to it? Do they want us to send it back? Which we will gladly do. So until we can figure out what exactly to do with it, it's going to stay in the savings account and not be touched. It sucks. It sucks so hard. So I just got to keep praying, because I know God has this handled. So I love you guys. Take care and have a great week. Bye, guys.